What is up, YouTube? My name is Alex Benega, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys three trends that are going that are. What's up, YouTube? My name is Alex Benega, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys three trends that are occurring in the month of September. So I know we're a little late into September. We're not in like the first week or anything, but I'm going to be sharing with you guys three things that are going on in design trend-wise that I'm seeing on Dribbble, on Behance, certain designers that I follow on Twitter, and what they're doing just to see what's going on. Part of being a designer is you have to stay on top of current trends, and we're going to go over what trends we should stay on top of. So let's take a look. So for September, and this is not just for September, this is what I'm seeing mostly in September, but I'm seeing a lot of landing pages where there's a shape that either takes the banner or something. There's some sort of shape that designers will put on the landing page where they either put a graphic inside of, they use the white space to their advantage, and they add some sort of shape, whether it be a circle, a square. What we're looking at here is there's a graphic, right, with some feathers. It looks like daily coupons, so it's some sort of savings for a landing page. And what the designer did is they kind of they clipped around the actual heading text. They went into the navigation a little bit, and then they put the actual graphic representing what that heading is inside their custom shape. I'm seeing a lot of that. They also do a really cool effect where they have the illustrations where they're walking onto the canvas. So it almost looks like there's this landing page, and then the designer has like this graphic behind it, and they used a custom shape to cut out the landing page to reveal this custom graphic. That's really cool, and I'm seeing a lot of that, whether it be to show a graphic, whether it be some sort of shape that they place maybe a laptop or a phone in front of. But I'm seeing a lot of that, especially this month. So if we go, this is another example I saw. This is by Jack Daly. I don't even know if I'm saying his last name right, but what you can see here is he's doing the same thing that we just saw. There's some shape, there's a graphic indicating whatever the headline's about. So this is growing design collaboratively. You know, he's watering some sort of plant, i.e. growing the plant, and the plant happens to be growing, you know, sketch symbols or whatever the hell those are. So it matches the heading. Really good job. I really love the colors here. You can see if we go back here, this is very modern. It's very clean. It kind of reminds me of like Mixpanel or some of the stuff you'll see on like the popular page of Dribbble. And this is very like illustration, a lot more thought, a lot more detail. If you look at like the background plants, even these things have like custom icons. Like there's like it looks like a code bracket that's on this hanger that these plants are sitting on, and that's awesome. So these are some trends that I'm noticing. I might pick them up from my clients and my stuff that I'm doing this month. I've done them in the past, but it seems like they're occurring more and more. And I think the reason is because the text is sitting on a white background. It's white. It's a white background with black text. This one is a white background with dark purple text, but it's a lot more legible. It's easier to read the headlines when the background is white, and they still want to get the point across of having something custom, modern, fun, creative, and that's what that shape that's in the background and then putting a graphical element is doing. Let's move on to the second one. So another thing that I'm seeing is very bold headlines. If we even go back to what we just saw, which here we're showcasing that this landing page has a graphic that's kind of being cut in to the background. But here, the heading text, the headline text, growing design collaboratively, is very bold. It's super legible. It's easy to read. I'm noticing that a lot on design trends is that people are keeping these very simple. They like to have the text behind a white background or in front of a white background. So it's easier for the user to see what's going on and read and comprehend. Oh, okay. It's simpler. I get the point. I'm seeing it right in front of my face. I got it. If I even exit this and I go to popular this month, I'm actually already here. And I just scroll down a little bit, you'll notice that the trend is actually on a lot of things. So this one is by Outcrowd, and you can see very bold. We're kind of stepping away from what we had a few years ago, which was that thin, modern, super thin, font, Helvetica, Avenir, those type of fonts that are extremely thin or can be used extremely thin. Um, and we're getting into bolder headlines. And I think one of the reason is because even like something like this, very bold headline, different font, but very bold. This is extremely bold. This is by Eddie. That, I mean, come on, that's as bold as you're gonna get, right? And I think because as the web is getting more crowded, people just want to, design. Really good designers just want to give people exactly what they need right away without a lot of hoopla behind it. Having bold text behind a white background is as simple as you're going to get. If I scroll down even here, this is very bold. There's no confusion. I can read the text perfectly. The text is the primary thing I see besides the graphic, and that's what you're seeing a lot of on these landing pages. So the last thing that I'm going to share with you guys that I'm still seeing, and I like this because I enjoy making these type of icons, is these 3D graph skewed icons. So typically you see a laptop, it's 2D, right? You'll see it pops up. There's maybe a shadow under it or something like that. We saw that a lot over the past couple years, but it seems like now putting these icons, these custom made icons, on a skew so that they're 3D is getting very popular. And as you can see, I think this is Wayno's work for a login. This is just for a login screen, or what is it, like some sort of input screen that they're trying to, or there we go, create an account screen. The icons are 3D, right? They're putting a lot of thought. This could have easily just been a create an account screen where there's no graphic, but because they put the graphic and because the graphic is 3D, it's very attractive. It makes you think, wow, what's behind after I create an account? Or all the pages have some sort of 3D graphic that looks really awesome like this one does. And I see that a lot, and I do that a lot in my designs. I actually have a YouTube video that I'll put in the link below that goes over how to make these custom icons. And I know a lot of designers that make them a lot of different ways. Some people use like 3D programs. They'll design them in Adobe Illustrator with some tool that allows you to design straight, and then you add some sort of filter where it skews them for you. I create mine all custom with a pen. The way I do that is in the video below, which you guys can check out. But I'm seeing this a lot in trends, and I'm happy that this isn't going away because these are fun to create. They're very fun to look at. I mean, this one, it looks like a receipt is coming out of the laptop, and there's some sort of data on this receipt. So it tells me that I'm going to be able to see data on my computer and some sort of charts, investment, whatever. But it's really appealing to the eye. And my next one, this one is by Eddie as well and his Unfold team. But you can see how they actually use product shots on here. These aren't made up graphics like this last design was. These are actually product shots. So they're actually telling you to hit your goal, next generation technology and AI for marketing, sales, and service team, schedule a demo. Very simple. If you can see here, they're using what the trend 2 was, which very bold text, and they're putting the product shots inside these custom, it looks like custom products. So these iPhones, the iPad, the glasses, even that pencil, they're white. They're rendered in some 3D program. I don't know if they bought it, like I don't know how they did that. But they bought them in some like 3D rendering tool. They made them in that whatever. But it looks like they're just placing the product shots inside these 3D products, and it looks really nice. It looks very appealing. The color blend at the end as well with these shapes that are like light blue that they're placing behind the phone, kind of putting a mask over that iPad. That adds a lot of color, and I think they could have actually done without that blue. It would have made it look a lot simpler, and I think it would have, those shapes are just, it looks like they were just placed there to add some color, but I think they could have done without it. But you can see 3D, very clever, clean. You can actually fit more, because if you think if this was an iPhone, an iPad, and a dashboard, it would be very cluttered. But because they're using this 3D approach of showing the graphics with on a tilt or a skew, you can see a lot more, and it's like it's pretty badass. The shadows are on point. It looks really cool. So those are 3 trends that I'm noticing in September, guys. If you guys have any questions about the trends this month, email me with the email below, and I'll be doing this every month just because I want to stay on top of trends for my clients. I know that I always get hit with when I'm asking them what they want to what they want their landing pages or products to look like. It's very modern. Whatever the new trend is, are keywords that they use when they're reaching out to me, and I want to stay on top of trends as a good designer. So those are your 3 trends for September. Email me if you guys have any questions, and I will be seeing you guys soon. Peace.
God, oh God. Boy, I've been working all goddamn year. I just